The world we live in constantly calls us towards it, promising pleasure, success, and fulfillment through material gain. Yet, time and experience teach us a harsh reality, that the world is a fleeting illusion, an ever-changing stage where nothing remains constant. Imam Ali, in his timeless wisdom, captured this reality in one profound statement. The world turns its back on you. Whoever chases it gets tired, and whoever turns away from it, the world follows him. This single sentence reveals the true nature of worldly life and offers a powerful philosophy for anyone seeking inner peace and lasting success. When a person devotes their life to chasing the world, running after money, fame, status, or possessions, they often find themselves in a cycle of restlessness. No matter how much is achieved, it never feels like enough. The goalpost keeps shifting. Today's dream car becomes tomorrow's basic need. The promotion that once seemed like the pinnacle of success eventually feels insufficient. The more one tries to grasp the pleasures of the world, the more they slip through the fingers like sand. The pursuit becomes exhausting, physically and mentally. It leads to burnout, anxiety, and a deep sense of emptiness. The heart that chases the world endlessly forgets its own value, becoming enslaved by external validation. This is what Imam Ali, warned against, not because wealth or status are inherently evil, but because becoming obsessed with them blinds us to our true purpose. It turns our attention away from what nourishes the soul. The heart that is constantly comparing, desiring, and worrying is a heart that forgets peace. The person chasing the world is running a race with no finish line, a marathon that consumes the years of life and gives back only a temporary and fragile satisfaction. In contrast, the one who turns away from the world, who does not make it the center of their purpose, begins to attract what others run after. The world, paradoxically, begins to follow the person who does not crave it. Why is this so? Because detachment breeds dignity. When a person is content, when they are not controlled by greed or desire, they live with a kind of freedom and strength that even the world respects. Their calmness, simplicity, and inner peace become rare and attractive qualities. People trust those who are not desperate. Opportunities come to those who are not begging for them. The one who turns their heart toward God, who lives with values and self-respect, is often the one whom the world ends up following. This does not mean abandoning responsibility or ambition. Islam never asked us to sit idly or reject hard work. Imam Ali, himself, was a man of action, a leader, a warrior, a scholar, and a man deeply involved in society. But his heart was not chained to the world. He worked, but he was not obsessed. He earned, but he gave away freely. He led, but he remained humble. He lived in the world, but the world did not live in his heart. That is the balance Islam teaches. Work for the world as if you will live forever, but live for the hereafter as if you will die tomorrow. When that balance is achieved, the world becomes a servant, not a master. Turning away from the world also means recognizing its temporary nature. Wealth comes and goes. Fame rises and fades. Power is passed from hand to hand. Even the body, which we spend so much time adorning and caring for, withers with time. When we realize this impermanence, we stop holding on so tightly. We begin to prioritize what lasts: good character, sincere relationships, spiritual growth, service to others, and a connection with our Creator. These are the things that death cannot take away. The wisdom of Imam Ali, speaks directly to the condition of our modern lives. Today, more than ever, people are tired. Tired of the rat race, tired of pretending, tired of running after images of success portrayed on social media. Young people feel pressured to have it all figured out, to earn fast, succeed fast, and prove their worth through numbers and appearances. This constant chase is breaking the spirit of many. Anxiety, depression, and loneliness have reached alarming levels, not because people are lazy, but because they are running in the wrong direction. In this context, The teaching of Imam Ali, A.S., is not just spiritual advice, it is psychological healing. To stop chasing the world is to take a breath, to remember that you are not a machine, to remember that your value is not in your bank account, your job title, or the number of followers you have. Your value is in your heart, your intentions, and your sincerity. When you let go of the need to prove yourself to the world, you begin to feel light. When you focus on your soul, your values, and your connection with Allah, you begin to walk a path where peace follows you. And as Imam Ali has promised, even the world begins to follow. There is a deep psychological truth hidden in this principle. When we let go of attachment and desperation, we become more focused, composed, and clear-minded. This clarity attracts success. Employers trust calm, honest, and confident people. Communities respect those who serve without arrogance. Families thrive when members prioritize values over ego. A person detached from greed has room for compassion. A person not obsessed with wealth can be generous. A person not chasing status can remain authentic. In every way, turning away from the world brings balance, and that balance naturally leads to the kind of success that matters. The Prophet Muhammad, SAW, also reflected this truth in his life. Despite being offered kingship and riches, he chose simplicity. Despite suffering poverty and hardship, he remained patient and content. His detachment did not make him weak. It made him the most respected man in Arabia and the most influential person in human history. The same is true for Imam Ali, A.S., whose humility, justice, and wisdom won him the love of millions over centuries. Their legacies teach us that the more we let go of the world's illusions, the more we rise in the eyes of truth. Let us also reflect on the Quranic wisdom that aligns perfectly with this thought. Allah says in Surah Al-Hadid, "Know that the life of this world is only play and amusement, pomp and mutual boasting among you, and rivalry in respect of wealth and children." 57:20. This verse reminds us that worldly life is not inherently evil, but it is a test. It is temporary, deceptive, and if misunderstood, a trap. Our hearts were created for something greater, something eternal. So the next time you feel exhausted from chasing goals that do not fulfill you, remember the words of Imam Ali, A says. The next time you feel left behind because someone else is richer, faster, or more famous, remind yourself that your path is different. You are not here to chase what is running away. You are here to attract what is meant for you, through faith, integrity, patience, and peace. In the end, the one who chases the world loses himself, but the one who turns away from it finds not only himself, but also the world coming to his door. That is the power of detachment. That is the beauty of divine wisdom. And that is the path to a truly successful life, one that brings contentment now and eternal joy in the hereafter.